everybody, happy Thursday. And since it's Thursday, I'm doing an FAQ video / update. I feel like it should be like one of those news things where they're like, update. So many of you in the London and the UK area as a whole have been like, Katie, when are you coming to the UK and coming to Scotland? I heard you're coming. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. What's the update? So the best I can give you now is that I'm flying in on the 21st, which is a Saturday of March, the 21st of March. So it's like, what, 3 weeks away? 2 weeks away from Saturday. And I'm coming out on that next, not the following Monday, obviously, but the Monday after, which is the 30th. Okay? 21st to 30th. Now, with time differences and the time it takes to fly, I'm not sure if I get in the following days in Scotland or if that's when I get in Scottish time. Anyway, that's a rough estimation of when I'm going to be there. And since I will be speaking at the Elgin Youth Cafe, if any of you haven't looked them up, It's just Elgin Youth Cafe in Scotland. I'll be speaking there, I believe, twice. And then I know that they've asked me to go to spend one other day going around to their local schools and checking out, maybe talking to some kids there. It's just kind of right now like a free-floating schedule. So I will, once I get a more condensed schedule and we have an idea of exactly how long I'll be speaking here and what I'll be doing there, I will shoot that out. I will make sure that information is on the website. So make sure you're signed up at katiemorton.com because I will put that information out, and I will definitely do a meetup in that area. Sean and I are flying to Scotland and we're staying in Elgin the whole time. We will obviously be doing some fun things around the area, and I'm very excited, and I have to look up some stuff that we want to do, but I'll be in that area. So if any of you are looking like, hey, where do I need to go, or where would the meetup be? It'll be in that area. We haven't rented a car or anything. Everything's like in walking distance around that area. So plan on coming to Elgin, Scotland. Ta-da! So, because that's where I'll be. Yeah, so that just gives you an idea. And like I said, as I get more info, I will let you know. You'll be the first to know. But just for an idea, the topics of things that I'll be talking about are dealing with stress in school, also being bullied and managing that. And then I may, on a smaller level, people who are interested, I'll do more conversations about, self-harm and suicide and stuff like that. So those will be the topics that I'm preparing to talk about while I'm there. And then during the meetup, we can just, chitty chat. That's what I usually do. Meetups I don't have any like structured things. Just like, howdy ho. So that is, in a nutshell, what's going on. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait. Okay, let's get going on the questions because that's what you really wanted to hear. Am I right? First question, Katie, is it true that being bullied as a child can cause depression in a person's adult life? So this is a good question. And if I'm going to film tomorrow some more topic videos for my Monday videos. So if you have anything that you want me to talk more about or something you'd like me to do a Monday video, leave it below, would you? Because that really helps me out. And this question was great because I know a lot of us have struggled in our childhood and we wonder if that's why maybe we're having a tough time as we get older. And the truth of it is that, yes, being bullied can definitely cause depression as we get older. But more importantly, what happens is when we don't heal the pains of our past, when things have happened to us when we were young and we just never really got over it and we never had a chance to process, we never saw a therapist, we never were able to vent and to cry and to be upset and have someone console us and talk us through it so we feel like we've overcome it, we don't think about it anymore, it doesn't hold any power over us anymore. When all of that stuff has happened, we don't tend to struggle later in life. It's when we haven't had proper time to heal, to process through it, and to feel like we can kind of put it to bed, that's when we end up struggling later. That's when depression rears its ugly head, or anxiety. A lot of people who are bullied have a lot of social anxiety as they get older, and depression. And that is very common, but it doesn't mean that it's the end all be all. Like I said, if we work on our root issue, which would be the being bullied as a child, and we heal that inner child of us, we can overcome. We don't have to be depressed. Even if you're struggling with depression now because of that, seek out a therapist, see someone, start talking about it, start working through the trauma that you may have experienced. And I promise you, all those other symptoms that you're feeling, the anxiety, the depression, the just extreme struggles with social situations will all get better. Honest, okay? Question number 2. Hey, Katie, I have a huge question, a huge one. I have an eating disorder. I don't have a therapist and have only told my pastor and his wife. Pastors and groups at church could be a great support. I am actually overweight. Which you don't have to be underweight to have an eating disorder. If anybody thought that, that's a myth, total myth. This all started when I went on a diet at the wrong moment in my life. I still have a substantial amount of weight to lose to be at a weight that my doctor would prefer me to weigh, like a healthy weight, not unhealthy. Do I have to stop losing weight to get better? Or is there a way that I can conquer the voice in my head telling me not to eat while still losing weight? P.S. I'm so glad I found you. I'm glad that you found me too. This has been a question. I addressed this years and years ago, I believe, at some point, but I felt that it needed to be talked about again. Can we recover from an eating disorder while still losing weight with our doctor's approval? Like she's saying, her doctor feels that she is overweight and that it's unhealthy for her body and it's healthy for her to lose weight. Yes, we can. However, weight loss cannot be our goal. That's an eating disorder goal. Healthy living, healthy body, healthy mind has to be our goal. And we have to work in conjunction with our doctor and a dietitian or nutritionist, whatever you have available in your area, because it is pivotally important that we get all the nutrients and energy our body needs without underfeeding it and without overfeeding it. And having people who are monitoring that, checking our blood work, making sure everything is good, which is completely out of my standard of care. That is not something that I can do for my clients, but it's something that needs to happen when we're working on getting healthier and recovering from an eating disorder while losing weight to become healthier as a whole individual with the support of our doctor. Those two can happen. They're not mutually exclusive. We don't always gain weight when we're in recovery from an eating disorder, because I feel like all of this belief around this, that we can't lose weight while recovery, is all because it took so freaking long for binge eating disorder to get into the freaking DSM that it's just now, as the last one came out last March, that is now in there, and people can be like, yes, you can be overweight and have an eating disorder. No shit, Sherlock. So, yes, you can lose weight while recovering. I actually have a client, two clients I'm working with now that are doing that very same thing. But you have to work in conjunction with your doctor and your dietitian so that you're not doing it in an unhealthy manner and just flopping your eating disorder to another one, because we know that they're like chameleons. They can morph into like 5 different types of eating disorders, lickety-split. Okay? I hope that helps. Okay, I have a note in here that I need to go over the YouTube rules of approval of comments. And many of you are new. Welcome. I'm glad you found my channel, and I'm so happy that you're part of our community. I haven't talked about this in ages, and many of you know that when you submit a comment below, it's like, whoop, it disappears, and you don't see it. And you're like, some of you have sent multiple. You're like, hey, send this again. I see them, but I have to approve them. Me. Yes. No minions. Wish minions could come across the screen. But some of them don't come up, and you're like, why didn't my comment show up? And there's many reasons. Now, here are just some basic rules for our community so that it's healthy, happy for all. No number talk. If you've posted comments like, I lost X number of pounds and I weighed X stone or whatever, I don't approve those, because it can be triggering to those in recovery, and I don't like our eating disorders to get competitive when we read comments. Also, if there are too like bully-ish type, like some people post things like, you're an idiot. No, hard stop. I won't approve those. I don't like people fighting. That's not what this community is about. It's about supporting one another and actually caring about how each other is doing. And so keep that in mind when you post comments. If you feel like it is hurtful and not constructive and it's meant to bring people down, chances are I won't approve it. And if without realizing you're putting numbers in and calorie talk and all that stuff, I can't approve that either, because I want this to be a healthy, happy environment so that we can work together. And if any of you are like, but Katie, I still get those emails and people respond to my comments, you can turn that off in your YouTube settings so that you don't have to see that, because I don't have any say over that. I can't stop that from happening, because you'll still get a notification that they've sent a comment even if I haven't approved it. So that's a little glitch that I'm kind of frustrated with, but know that I'm doing my best to protect our community and to keep it safe, happy, healthy, etc. Now, journal topic, because I love Oh, the Places You Will Go. If you have not read that book from Dr. Seuss, it's a good one. And it's good for motivation. Sometimes I like to talk to myself in like childlike motivation, because it just seems so much more real and raw and excitatory. So this quote from this book is, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. And I think it's just perfect. Your mountain is waiting. It's already there. There's already this wonderful plan in place and a wonderful life just waiting. So put your shoes on and get on your way. What are you waiting for? If you've been waiting to do this great thing, or waiting to make a change, or waiting to finally reach out to that person, or to call that therapist, or get back in touch with that friend, do it. The time is now. And what is it that you're going to do? What are you on your way? What's your mountain, and what are you doing to get to it? So put on your shoes and get on your way. Okay, I love you all. I will see you all on Monday with my regularly scheduled video, and then again on Thursday. And like I said, as I know more about Scotland, I'll let you know. Bye!